Yes, we are live. Welcome back, my dear friends. This is episode number 121 on the Zero Point Healing Show, and the Zero Point Healing is right about to be a 1 year. We are, hitting the first year anniversary. So this is also an amazing episode, and today we have a beautiful color therapist, if that's the right word. And this is the first episode that we are, addressing on this topic of color therapy. And I'm really looking forward. It feels like such an exciting thing to discuss and talk about. So, just a short intro about me before I move on to my special guest here. My name is Vishnupriya, and I'm the founder of zeropointhealing.com, which is a web directory that I created for all holistic healing modalities, all holistic healing practitioners, facilitators, therapists. So it came from the quest of, as I was moving in this holistic healing world, looking at so many different modalities, I was like, wow, each one of it is so amazing, it's so precious, it is providing so much value to humanity in this beautiful world. So I started questioning, how would it look like if all of these modalities are under one umbrella on one platform. So this entire zeropointhealing.com was birthed as a result of, my question about, combining all of these modalities in one platform. So that's what zeropointhealing.com is all about. And if you are a holistic healing practitioner yourself, I invite you to zeropointhealing.com. You can register for free. You can also, if you're interested in one such interview with me, you can contact me for that as well. All right, so with that, I am now moving on to my beautiful guest here. So, welcome, Helen. Thank you so much for being with me on my show. So, tell us a
Thank you
little
very
bit.
much for having me.
Thank you, dear. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, about your journey into this holistic healing world, especially into color therapy.
Okay, well, I've been interested all my life. When I was a child, I just thought I don't belong here. So that was the beginning of the journey, I guess, way back when. Always questioned, always seeking something. I actually discovered the colors over 25 years ago in another form, and I studied them then, but life had other plans for me. I still had some exploring to do. We don't say mistakes, we say exploration, and I had a lot more exploration to do, but I have really studied all sorts of modalities like you as well. I've been seeking, and I ended up studying massage and aromatherapy, holistic massage and aromatherapy, numerology, Reiki, colors. As I say, I did them many years ago, and it's a bit on a quest, but I've also had a lifetime in the corporate world. So I ended up being in hospitality for a few years, running pubs and restaurants and so on. I then ended up in sort of office environments, and I ended up doing travel and sales, and eventually became a teacher. So I was a teacher trainer who used to train all the new recruits, the new travel agents, to be travel agents. So spent a long time in the corporate world, and ended up, as I say, teaching. So I'm now a color mirrors practitioner and teacher, and a Reiki master and EFT tapping practitioner, and as I say, I do have the massage in the background if needed. But I find that the color is so powerful that I like to lead with that, and I can draw in, and combining it with the other therapies works really well. To combine it with tapping and to combine it with Reiki makes it very powerful sessions, and it's just the most beautiful tool to actually learn about the self, and people can either come and have a playful session with it, or they can really get on the journey of self-discovery and self-growth, personal growth. It's really up to them, and it works in the work environment, in teams, and because I used to work with teams and Myers-Briggs and so on, working through dynamics and issues. or it can just be a group of friends having a bit of fun, a bit of an alternative to a Tupperware party, anything that people want. So yeah, no, it's magical. So and the thing that really stopped me in my tracks was I had a stroke at 42, so that was the sort of beginning of a turning point for me, when I really had to go full circle and rediscover it. And one of my life bottles is the Uranus bottle, which is the planet of chaos. So my life was filled with these sort of episodes where I'd go along, and then eventually the universe would give me an almighty push and tip everything upside down. So I had to start again. And so that was one of those occasions for me. So yeah, finally I got around to getting on my path. And yeah, no, it's an amazing thing. So that's kind of an insight into my journey.
Wow. Wow, and so beautiful. And I think we have already started the conversation of the, color therapy, and thank you for showing that. So tell us, what is color therapy? If we can start from there,
Mm.
according to you, how would you kind of explain that?
So essentially the color system is, we are all light. We're all high vibrational souls having a human experience. We're all essentially from light. Color is reflected light, and it comes through in various wavelengths and vibrations, and they link into the chakra system. So if you're familiar with the chakra system, there's many chakras inside and outside the body, but we tap into the main ones in the body. And then the bottles themselves are made up of essential oils. So they're all natural. They're like aromatherapy oils. And they're two colors split. Now that may be different colors or same colors, but they all tap into the chakras, and then from that we can actually read what's going on with the person. So it bypasses the brain. It's very easy to sort of try and work things out, figure things out, but when you speak to the colors and they speak to you, it energetically connects directly to your body, to your soul body, your energetic. We're all electromagnetic fields of energy, and it literally taps in with those and exchanges, and you can have a very swift clearing, if you like, of an old program or an old issue or something that's bothering you, just by tuning into these colors. So I might, for example, get somebody to feel into an issue and choose a bottle, and that reveals what's really going on underneath the surface. And then they might pick a remedy bottle to clear on that, what energy they feel, and they will intuitively tune in and call on a bottle which will help them to clear that. So it works in many magical ways, but that's just sort of one example. So yeah.
That's amazing. So now thinking from, let's say, from the client's perspective, so tell us what kind of, let's say, issues, problems, challenges that clients are facing, that who comes to you maybe, as well as what can they expect during the session, what can be revealed to them, and how can that help them in their lives?
It can be anybody from any situation. So as I said before, some people are just curious. Some people have real issues. So it may be that they have a health issue that is, an ongoing thing, or even a temporary thing, an acute pain or whatever. And the colors will just tune into that, and we can work through what's the underlying, because the body is a metaphor for what's going on in our lives. And as we're all energy, if we do not address the issues that are underlying our programs and things going on in our lives, then it will manifest in our body. And if we ignore it and ignore it and ignore it, then it will manifest as a bad pain, as an accident, as an illness, as even something quite chronic or acute. So it helps to address what's going on underneath, so that the person can help themselves to change their patterns of behavior in order to make themselves well. It's all about helping the self, and the person has to take responsibility for that, and that's about changing patterns of behavior, changing programming, which we picked up in childhood. So, you know, we spent our childhood and up to our 21st year learning a program or several programs, and then we spend the rest of our life unlearning them. So it could be anything. They could come with a relationship issue. They've got, you know, problems with their marriage or family, siblings, parents, anything at all. It really works on any level. So yeah, it's amazing. It's literally holding a mirror up to the person. That's what it does. And the person has to be prepared to look in the mirror and be honest with themselves. So then it works, then it can work and really be very, very powerful.
That is so amazing. So I was feeling maybe now we can give a short 10-minute demo, and then I feel we can continue the conversation. Um, in experiment, I feel people can really see it and actually have a better understanding rather than we, you know, talking about it
Yeah.
for a very long time. So let's just go ahead. So my dear viewers, Helen has a beautiful demo that she had kind of planned on me. So I'm gonna be the client here. So let's see what she has for us.
Okay, so I obviously time is limited, so I've just done a very, very brief little taster. I'm going to get your name wrong, but Vishnupriya.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay, good. So done a very quick little demo, which is based on numerology, because again, the colors will link into planets, they'll link into astrology, they'll link into numbers, they link into the chakra system. And so we can read them in many, many ways. So we're looking at the very brief one of the numerology. So let's just go into the demonstration. Now, I've just picked up, this is the whole systems. This is 87 bottles, as you can see, all beautiful color combinations, all having very different meanings. There are also about 50 odd sprays, which are like single essences, which you can spray in your energetic field, such as beautiful indigo here. And this is one frequency. So indigo linking to the brow chakra. So it's everything to do with your inner knowing, your intuition, your third eye, and helping you to open that up. And this particularly links to writers as well. So now let me just go to the notes and I can find the beginning of the presentation. So this is me, this is Color Alchemy, this is who I am, and this is a little logo mantra that I like to sort of mention in my colors when I do mini tasters. And then we've got what is color. Color is reflected wavelengths of light. They link into the chakra systems in the body. So you can see you start at the bottom with the red base chakra going right the way through to the crown. And this is my little therapy hut where I am based in Surrey. But obviously I can do anything online or in person when circumstances allow. So those are all the bottles laid out at the moment, which are behind me. And again, another picture of the bottles. Here are the sprays. We've got, again, all the sprays, all different meanings, all having different energies. We've got angels and dragons, and we've got elements. So we've got earth, fire, etc. And then we come on to Vishnu's numerology, which is extremely interesting. And I had to sort of laugh when I did it. She's really got just 3 numbers going on there, which is 1, 5, and 9. So you've got 3 9s in there, 2 1s and a 5. And so it was a very interesting numerology. So I had to, if I had more time, I would spend a lot of time preparing it and a lot of time going through it with the person. But just as a taster, I've picked on the prominent things, which is your numbers add up to 34, which then reduce to 7. So your life lesson number is actually 7, which is Neptune. So I don't know if you can see me here on screen, but this is the Neptune bottle, number 7. So Neptune, it's turquoise. So it's basically the throat chakra and the heart chakra in between. So it's high heart. So this is everything to do with communication from the heart. So this is somebody who speaks their truth. And it's also actually, turquoise connects very much with the internet and mass media and mass communication. So it's very apt for you in that respect. So it's everything to do with also mystery, illusion, secrets, and anything mystical and magical and higher consciousness, because of the Neptune energy, and also association with Atlantis, which obviously with the water and the floods in Atlantis. So the main lesson with Neptune being your life lesson is trust through expression. Turquoise is all about trust. So the opposite of that, if somebody's feeling it as a negative and it has had as a sort of a negative pattern there that they haven't mastered, would be not trusting and therefore needing to control because they do not trust. So they haven't let go to the flow to allow trust to and faith, basically. Does that make sense to you, Vishnu?
Absolutely. That was one of the major challenges that I was actually working on with myself, with all the tools that I have. So absolutely, it makes sense. Yes.
Oh, good. So that, I mean, it's a beautiful, and it's in the because it's in both top and bottom. Yes, it's a slightly different shade, but it's still top and bottom turquoise. That means it's in the conscious mind as well as the subconscious mind. So it's, you know, it's totally out there. Now, going back to your 9, you had 3 9s, which is very strong energy. And it's Mars, which is a very strong energy. So this is red over orange. This is your root chakra and your sacral chakra combined together. Very strong colors. And this basically is saying Mars is all about energy and drive and dynamism, and the red would connect to the survival issues, family, tribe, energy, life force, everything that, you know, gives us life and passion. The orange in the sacral chakra relates to creativity, manifestation, and again in bliss. If you think of Buddhists, they wear orange and they wear magenta. So the orange is about bliss and enlightenment. Now, with Mars, with the negative of that, you can indicate quite a destructive energy, and it would be something that you might have to just be wary of in controlling anger or how you express your anger. So when you're not happy, if it's not expressed in a sort of calm, calculated way, then there could be a potential for some, you know, volcanic outbursts, perhaps. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yes, and such instances have happened in the past, so I totally align with that. Yes.
Excellent. So also, I just wanted to bring up, and I don't normally get into this particularly, but it was so strong in Vishnu's chart that she's got this arrow of determination. She's got no numbers anywhere else. She's just got the ones, which is the sun energy. So this is number 1, the sun. This is the solar plexus. This is the I am. So you've got a lot of base chakras going on with the red, the orange, and the yellow. This is all survival or doing or being and getting on with it, basically. But this is all about self-expression. I am. It's very much a leader because it's number 1. It's so it's very powerful again. Yellow is about joy. It's about being in your power, but authentic power. So if you're not operating on authentic power, it could be ego power. On the negative of it, again, if you're not in your true power and in joy, then you could be in fear, and a lot of digestive issues could come with yellow. So again, there's something to be aware of there. Things like ADHD, ADD, mental intellect things would be connected with yellow as well. So you've got the yellow twice there, which is also connected with self-expression. So, and then you've got 5 in the middle. I wasn't going to go into too much detail here, but 5 is the mercury bottle. So this is the green, this is the heart space. So this is about mercury again, is about communication, but it's about fluidity and flexibility, and it's about actually it's about taking off a mask. So it's about expressing yourself as you truly are without hiding behind any mask, because there's a certain amount of trickster energy that comes with the green. Also, if we haven't got time here, but the other way we look at things is we can look at complementary colors, and the complementary color of the red, as the green is the red, so the heart. So underneath the heart energy could be unexpressed anger sitting in the red. And again, because that ties in with your Mars bottle, there could be an extra element there for you. So there's many ways we can read these. Numerology, I could look at your age now and pick out the bottle for that. I could look at your year that you're in now, the life chart, the name, your energy of your name would have a whole color range as well. We look at the complementaries, we can look at the bottles you don't like, there's all ways of using it. And with Reiki, we would use specific chakra bottles which we can place on the body. So yeah. So how was that for you, Vishnu?
Wow, this is so amazing. And I really love this particular chart that you're sharing, which is the arrow of determination. And the words there, I was just looking at it, ambitious, persistent, rigid rules, which is all is like
Yeah,
absolutely describes me in simple words.
I mean, that's great that you are resonating and you get it, because it's we get so many people are just bowled over when they when they hear that it's just totally them, because it's literally them in the mirror. There's no hiding.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Helen. That was a beautiful reading. And I'm like, wow. I have never done this before. So this is my first time with numerology as well. So thank you.
No, you're welcome. I mean, there's loads more we could go into, but I'm very aware of the time. But yeah, I mean, I'll just show you a couple of the sprays, the spritzers, as I say. I must mention how to use the bottles, actually. Let me just bring up the bottles for you. So there's the bottles again. So the bottles, as I say, are aromatherapy oils, and you've got a split because it's oil and water. That's how you get the split. But they're all natural plants and flower extracts. And the best way to shift an energy is to actually have a bath, a very luxurious bath. So it's like an aromatherapy bath. And one of my previous things I did, I'm a holistic aromatherapy massage therapist as well. So the skin is the largest organ and it's porous. So if you imagine it's like a tea bag, so literally the energies will just go into the body. And we are all electromagnetic fields anyway. So we are always connecting with energy around us. And you'll know that because if you must have had it, everybody's had it, where they walk into a room and they instantly take a dislike to somebody, or they instantly take a liking to somebody. That's your energies connecting without the brain getting in the way. So yeah, and as I say, the sprays are one frequency, so these are like little spritzers, and you can literally use them like perfumes. I mean, I carry one around in my handbag, and this one, for example, is earth, so you can see it's very earthy. It smells like earth, and you just waft it over your electromagnetic energy field, and it just sort of gives you a little zap of that frequency. There's ones here for, I've got loads there, but you can't see them. But for example, for anxiety, if you get anxiety, there's a green angel, which should be very helpful for that, and green dragon. Pink dragon is called the Disney dragon, and this is a blast of really love and fun. This is bringing out your inner child. When it's to do with the pink, it's inner child stuff, so you can actually have some fun and play. So again, I'm sorry, we're probably waffling, but I could go on, but that gives you an idea of what they're about. But there's many options, as I say, and ways
Wow.
of doing.
That's so beautiful, and thank you. And maybe you can stop sharing now, and we can have a quick
Yeah, of course.
conversation. So maybe you can give us what are the different services that you're offering, and which are the ones that you are, giving it as an online service, so that the clients who are watching the show can book a session with you.
Yeah, so I do obviously the color sessions. It can be just literally one-to-one sessions which work online because energy travels everywhere. We can be across the world, or we can be down the road, or in person. Energy travels, so that's not an issue. And we have a way, using the screens and sharing, that I can get people to interact and do the sessions that way, one-to-one. Obviously, when things change, we can do them in person as well, and it's fun. We can just move around bottles and so on. I also do Reiki. Now, again, that can be done at a distance, and it can be done in person, but I bring in the chakra bottles. So I will bring in, for example, so this is the base chakra bottle. So for example, I'll bring in all the chakra bottles and I can place them on the body, and that just adds an extra oomph to the energies. With the Reiki, it's very powerful. And I can do EFT. Again, this is the tapping, if you've heard of tapping, which is it's a bit like acupuncture in real time, but without the needles. And this helps to clear energy lines in the body. It helps to clear those old blockages, the programs, and so on. So it's very powerful to combine the colors with the EFT and the tapping. So yeah, really, that's it. I can do anything, and I can do groups. I am doing sort of groups where I will have sort of well, anywhere from sort of 1 to 10 people, depending, where I can have them all interacting and having a bit of fun, or somebody can literally just do the whole journey, and I can train them up to be a practitioner. It really is sort of very fluid.
And you are also an instructor for these modalities, where you're actually teaching this for other practitioners.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a color mirrors practitioner and teacher. I'm just a Reiki master. I don't teach Reiki, and I don't teach tapping, but no, so that's me.
Wow, that's so beautiful, and thank you so much. So my dear beautiful viewers, if you are interested in booking a session with Helen, we also have an extra 10% off discount coupon code for you, just for watching this session with us. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was such an important, beautiful, exciting journey, this particular one. And thank you so much for the quick reading that you gave as well. That as well makes so much sense to me. So my dear viewers, if you want to book a session with her, you can click on the link below this video and you can talk to her. You can see how she can assist you. As she has mentioned, so many different sessions that she is giving away. So you can kind of talk to her and see which one fits you, and then go from there. All right. So I think we are good. Thank you so much, Helen.
Thank you. No, thank you. It's been amazing. Thank you so much, Vishnu. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So my dear viewers, I'm going to see you on my next show. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe and share this video. If you know of anybody that this particular video and these sessions can help someone, please do share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much for your support. As always, I'm going to see you in my next show. Bye-bye for now. Bye, Helen.